What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be talking about a couple things. One is if you're looking for the Blacksmith Tactical holster gift card giveaway, you are at the right video. At some point in this video, I'm going to let you know what to type down in the comments, and the first people that are subscribed to Blacksmith Tactical, which I'll put that in the top comment, also subscribe to me, and put a comment on one of Blacksmith Tactical's videos, will win a $100 gift card, $50 gift card, or a $25 gift card. But like I said, you have to be subscribed to both channels, and we can see that, so make sure you do that. But what's going to happen is basically I'm just going to say, type this word in the comments and go. And you basically have to type it. Whoever has done all of those things will win the 1 through 3 prize, right? On top of that, we're going to be discussing the young Dolph shooting, right? And that's been a case that's been around for a while. You know, people have been getting arrested for it and stuff. But I always found it curious because there were so many rumors going around to what actually happened in the cookie shop where he was shot. Now, during the court case, I've actually been listening to it while working. He was shot 20 times with 4 rounds exiting his body. He was hit with an AK, or a Draco, 7.62s, and also hit with a 40 Smith & Wesson. But they basically said that the guy that jumped out of the white Mercedes that let the 40 Smith & Wesson go basically did nothing because he already took so many rounds of 7.62 at close range, even though it was a Draco. But what I found that's interesting is he was mostly hit by the Draco, but he only had 4 exit wounds. So it's really surprising to me how many of those rounds didn't fully penetrate and exit his body. Now, what makes it a self-defense encounter in a way is he wasn't alone. He was with his brother. Now, 2 guys jumped out of a white Mercedes. First guy, like I said, with a Draco. And he's shooting. He obviously has never done this before, right? He's never tried attacking someone or anything because he's shooting that Draco, and it's everywhere. He even hit some of the signs up top. He hit the ceiling. He hit basically everywhere in the shop. It was actually a cookie shop. He hit everywhere in that cookie shop. It was uncontrollable. And I actually watched the surveillance footage. It was crazy. You could tell he's never shot that Draco a day in his life. Then by the time he already put however many rounds into Dolph, while the guy was on the ground, absolutely, heartless, ruthless stuff. What do you call it? The other guy runs up and puts a couple more in him with a 40. Obviously, it was a Glock, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Now, what's interesting about it is he was with his brother. And obviously, this gives us a lot of lessons that we can learn. One is, no matter where you are, stuff can pop off. He was at a cookie shop buying cookies for himself and his mother. The other thing is, you need to watch your surroundings. You have to. It's, even though you're picking out your cookies, if there's 2 of you, whatever, you need to be constantly looking behind you nowadays. The world has gotten crazy, and they were just chilling. They were just relaxing, picking out their cookies, about to pay for it, and even taking a phone call. That is another big lesson. Taking a phone call in public basically takes your focus off of everything around you. And that's a big thing. They say you can only focus really on one thing 100%. You can't really multitask that well and absorb stuff from the other task you are doing. Therefore, if you're on the phone, make sure you are still paying attention to your surroundings, especially, depending where you are, what kind of city you're in, what kind of location you're in, right? So, anyways, he obviously wasn't paying attention. They got on him that quick. That's why when I talk about carrying with 8+1, people say if there's 2, 3, 4 people with guns on you, you have no chance. And Dolph literally had no chance, and there's only 2 of them. Even if you would have got the first guy, you have the Glock, or the guy with the Glock 40 coming at you, and it's just, you don't have a chance. You're better off surrendering. I know that sounds crazy, but if there's 3 or 4 people, live to fight another day. I hate to say it. You're not John Wick. I know everyone prepares for this John Wick moment where they're going to be boom, boom, like crazy. It's just not reality if they all have guns. Now, if they all have knives, that's a different story. If they all have bats, that's a different story, right? The great equalizer in front of you. But the brother, what happened? Obviously, shots were fired. So they obviously weren't paying attention to what's going on. And they ran up on him quick, and they had a plan. And it was an assassination attempt. They had a plan. And they were determined to get it down, the job done, right? Anyways, so obviously if you hear shots fired, you're going to be startled. You're not immediately going to react. And that's just how it is. And his brother did have a firearm on him. Now, the brother actually had a Draco in the Corvette, but he had a Glock on him as well. And what made this a crazy situation is he got both of them. Now, one of them was hit in the back and then grazed in the leg. And the other one was grazed in the leg. Now, what makes it even crazier is when they left, they didn't go to the hospital for their shots, their gun wounds. So the man literally slept all night, cleaned out the getaway car, all this stuff for like 3 days with a gunshot to his back. That's insane. And another thing they said is that young Dolph actually had 3 bullets already existing in his body from a previous time they tried assassinating him. And they just couldn't remove the bullets. Anyways, the brother pulled out his Glock as they finished. So it was like as they were finishing up doing what they were doing, the brother finally found his moment to strike, right? And it didn't matter. It was too late. 2 guys just unloading. Doesn't matter if they're missing. They were still hitting. And obviously they did 20 times. But the brother returned fire almost, obviously, way too late. But what you notice is when he runs out of the cookie shop, his firearm is completely locked back. It's a capacity thing at that point. But here's the thing. The second someone's retreating, it doesn't matter what they just did. I know you can make an argument they're still dangerous. They could turn around and shoot you, whatever. But as they're running back to the car to get in and get away, he, like I said, he got them a couple times. And I don't think he's been charged with that at all. And obviously, I'm sure he has to give testimony in order to not get charged. Because at the end of the day, they were fleeing for a couple shots. But you see that by the time he leaves the shop, the slide was locked back. And I don't think he hit in any of those times. I'm not 100% sure, though. Then he went into the Corvette and grabbed a Draco while they were still sitting there trying to take off in that car. Now, what's crazy about this? Could it all have been avoided? Potentially. But the thing about multiple attackers is you have to be on point. That's why my number one thing is move to a nice city, a city with less crime. This stuff is less likely to happen. On top of that, be a good person and, just be a solid person, and you don't really have to worry about assassination attempts on your life. You just have to worry about sometimes being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, that code word is going to be Glock 27. Drop it in the comments, guys. Sorry. Anyways, what can we learn? The number one thing that matters in self-defense is being alert, knowing your surroundings, especially outside your home. That is the most important thing. Gas stations. The second you hop out of your car, you're in a dangerous position. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck on your holster situation. And if you want to see that self-defense encounter, if you consider that, I do, because the brother did make it out alive, and he basically got those people to flee. There's other people around, whatever, they could have tried taking him out for being a witness or whatever the case may be, and he got those people out of there. And like I said, his Glock locked up. So capacity-wise, he ran out at some point. Stuff like that always makes me second guess. Is 8 + 1, 9 rounds going to be enough? Typically it will be, but you never know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll announce who wins later in the week. Thanks for watching.